How's it going, everyone? Outlaw Client here, back once again this week with another weekly Smash blog analysis, alongside offering a few of my thoughts and opinions. Now, before I get onto the blog, I just want to mention that there has been an official announcement for a Nintendo Direct on this coming Wednesday on the 8th of August. Now, they haven't specifically detailed what exactly they're going to be detailing in this Smash Ultimate update, or Smash Ultimate Nintendo Direct, but if I had to guess, I'd probably say maybe a few extra modes, maybe hopefully something along the lines of Smash Run or an adventure or so on, alongside a few characters, maybe one or two characters. Maybe I'm raising expectations too high, or maybe I'm being a bit greedy. Either way, I always say try not to get your hopes up too much, or else you are definitely setting yourself up for some disappointment. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get straight into the blog. Now, starting off on the 30th of July, we have this short trailer for the fighter Jigglypuff. And Jigglypuff's official description states that it can jump 5 times in the air and can move faster in the air than on the ground. Use Jigglypuff's great aerial ability to overwhelm your opponent. If you manage to land the down special rest, you can powerfully launch your opponent. Now, I have to admit Jigglypuff has remained mostly the same from the previous entry, but going off of the trailer you can see that there are a few minor differences. Now, just looking at Jigglypuff's character model in the first place, you can see it does look very similar. However, if you look at those eyes, and again guys, try not to stare too long into those eyes, it has some very, very hypnotic, soul-stealing properties. But looking into the eyes, you can see that they're slightly more detailed. I guess it's sort of like, I don't know, maybe a bit more 3D-ish, a bit more detailed. Either way, not too much of a difference, but just more detailed than before. A bit more life, a bit more soul-stealing. Now, moving on to the next part of the trailer, we get to see a really, really cool, actually, before we get to see the cool combo, I'll get to that in a bit, but we get to see that Jigglypuff uses her aerial move, and it looks as though her up and back aerial seem to have less landing lag. Oh, and by the way, it was hard to tell because Jigglypuff wasn't playable in any of the demo builds so far, so yeah, no Comic Con or E3 build has Jigglypuff been playable, but based off the trailer we can see that Jigglypuff's back air seems to, the up and back air seems to both have less landing lag, which is a huge thing because Jigglypuff's back air was actually an essential tool of being able to space and keep the opponent away. So definitely a huge buff for the Puff. Can't really say too much more about the aerials. We have to wait for some proper gameplay in order to see exactly what else Jigglypuff has less landing lag on. Now, another thing as well is that Jigglypuff's rollout animation, which is the neutral B, and Kirby can also copy this ability. It seems to have a much quicker animation, as in the previous game, it would roll a few times and you'd be left vulnerable if you didn't fully charge it. But this time around, it looks like it only spins round once, much like, and the same goes for Kirby as well when he copies Jigglypuff's ability. But Jigglypuff only spins around once, so again, much quicker recovery, and so you won't be punished as hard. Honestly, if you mistime that beam move, then you're going to be in Punish City. That's all I can really say. But apart from that, I can't really see too many gameplay differences. Oh, and also I guess Jigglypuff's final smash as well. Jigglypuff has an angry expression on her face. But other than that, it looks essentially the same. Let me know if it has been changed in any other way. But to me, it looks very, very similar to the previous version in Smash 4 and Wii U. Now, getting on to some other detailed looks at the trailers, you can tell that Jigglypuff has that really cool, look at that epic combo, straight into the launch star, right into the rest. And you can also see as well that it's changed so that it goes into one of those slow animations once you hit the opponent. But yeah, again, I have to admit that is some serious style in that trailer, so I give Nintendo top props for that one. Now, again, going on to Jigglypuff, hasn't been too much changed about Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff still has the whole shield break and instant death mechanic, which sort of leads me to believe Jigglypuff is more of a joke character once again. Again, nothing too much has changed. Jigglypuff, never change, please. Anyways, so moving ahead onto the 1st of August, we have the fake Smash Ball. Now, the official description for it says that this dangerous item looks like a Smash Ball, but it explodes when you break it. Take a closer look and you can see that the horizontal line is thicker. Now, again, when I first saw this design, I was thinking to myself, this is so obvious that it's fake. I mean, who on earth is going to get tricked by this fake Smash Ball? You'd have to be crazy not to know that it's fake. But I mean, to be honest, when the gameplay is really quick and intense, and again, Smash Balls are usually left on when you have free-for-all, or 4-player matches, whether it be team or free-for-all, a lot of things can be going on at that time. And again, it can be really, really hard to notice. I mean, the gameplay footage alone from E3 shows just how many people fell victim of this evil trap, this trollish attempt. Well, not really much of an attempt, this successful trolling by HAL Laboratories. But again, the number of people that were hit by this fake smash was incredible, and again, it is a one-hit KO as well, so something you need to look out for. And again, just all round really deadly. Now next up, also on the 1st of August, we have the Galaga medley, which is arranged by Yusuke Takahama. Now, when I heard about Galaga getting a bit of music, I thought, okay, it has to be like some brand new theme, fully made from scratch, but reading the description, it notes that it consists of only 4 sound effects. I mean, I don't know how that was possible, making a full remix out of just 4 sounds, but it does sound pretty good, so I'll leave a description for you, or I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to go and listen to that. Again, it sort of reminds me a lot of a Pac-Man, the original like Pac-Maze theme back on the 3DS version, where it was only a few beeps and boops. I mean, I guess it was in the Wii U version as well, but the main theme for Pac-Man's stage in the 3DS version was pretty much just a remix of the few sounds in Pac-Man, and that turned out quite well, so I guess nothing is out of the realm of possibility when you have these composers. Who knows? Anyway, moving on to another update on the 1st of August. Jesus, 1st of August was a seriously packed day. But for the another 1st of August update shows that everyone's favourite competitive stage will be making a return. That's right guys, Lylat Cruise, aka the stage widely notorious for its top tier jank. Again, visually, I really like the stage. You have the R-Wings in the background, the R-Wings, the wolf, and it has the great fox as well in the background. It's a really, really visually pleasing stage. But when it comes to, well, I mean, look at that platform layout. That is pretty much perfect for competitive play. I mean, the nice 3 platforms at the top and the lower platforms at the bottom. Nothing too unfair there. But when you get to the main mechanic of the stage, the whole tilting of the stage, that's when things really start to get interesting. As if you search up some videos on the previous Wii U / Smash 4 iteration, and even back in Smash Brawl as well, if you search for some jank on the stage, you'll notice that sometimes characters tend to not quite grab the ledge, even though they've clearly gone in front of it. Those magnet hands aren't quite working out, alongside the fact that sometimes characters will fall straight through the stage. I mean, I guess these are rarer instances, but near the part where the angled slope is and you have the little engine there, players will occasionally fall straight through the stage, so very strange things that can happen. I've even seen Pac-Man fall through the stage using an up B when I was playing some online matches. Unfortunately, I don't have footage of that, but some very strange stuff can happen on this stage. Either way, I do quite like Star Fox as well, so again, it's always a welcome addition to me, but just avoid this stage at all costs if you want to do competitive matches. I believe it's even banned in Japan, but again, back in Smash Wii U and 3DS, Smash Wii U and Smash Brawl, you could activate some special conversations if you played as Fox, Wolf, or Falco, and this was done by like tapping down the down button, sort of similar to how you would in was it the Lylat stage, or was it Corneria stage back in Melee and Smash in 3DS. You could activate secret conversations by tapping the down button continuously, and same, as I said, same held true in Smash Wii U and 3DS. Anyways, like I was saying, a really welcome addition. I really do enjoy this stage visually, but if you want to do competitive fights, then I definitely don't recommend going onto this stage. Now, those are all the updates for the 1st of August. I mean, honestly, I was expecting to see every single remaining update to be on the 1st of August, just given by all the updates on that single day. But anyway, next up on the 2nd of August, we have Wario and his short trailer. Now, for Wario's specific description, it states that Wario has unique attacks, like using his Wario bike and releasing noxious gas. He can jump higher than normal by leaping from his bike, which comes in handy when recovering. For his final smash, he turns into Wario Man and creates copies of himself for an all-out attack. Now, that Wario Man ultimate, or final smash attack, has actually been changed from the previous version, where he'd transform into Wario Man, and you'd have full control over him. He would be completely invincible, and you'd have full control being able to like smash out opponents, and again the motorbike would just be crazy uncontrollable. So yeah, you'd have to use that side B, use at your own risk. I mean, self-destructs were pretty much a guarantee at that point, and if you just couldn't handle it, you couldn't handle that side B Wario bike. But back in this version, in Smash Ultimate, a trend that I've been noticing is that a lot of the final smashes have been quick and straight to the point without much player interaction, and again this one is no exception, because Wario Man, I believe you'll have to aim this at the opponent this time, and he'll create copies of himself, attack the opponent, and send them flying in the end. So again, a huge change from the previous game, but pretty nice if you just like straight to the point matches, which I definitely prefer. Now, moving into some of his changes, I have to admit I think Wario's received some of the most animation changes out of all of the characters so far. And for some of his changes has to be his forward tilt, which has changed to like an open palm type slap move, which is different from his semi wind up punch back in Smash Wii U and 3DS. And as I said, Wario's just had so many changes in the previous versions. Now moving on to his other moves as well, his dash attack has been reverted back to his shoulder barge move, which is seen in some of the earlier Wario games. Again, this actually used to be his smash attack, his side smash back in Smash Bros. Brawl. He had a shoulder tackle, but then in Smash Ultimate it was changed. Smash Wii U / 3DS it was changed, and his dash attack was actually like a face palm, like a face plant move. So you'd run and then he'd face plant, and this would cause the opponents to trip up, or yeah, to trip over. Again, some more flashbacks to Brawl in case you guys missed that tripping mechanic. But anyway, his dash attack has been changed to like a shoulder barge, and this has given it a few other properties. I believe it will send the opponent flying instead of the whole tripping over, and it does look a bit quicker, but I can't confirm this. I'll have to double check once Wario gets some gameplay, because Wario is yet another character that hasn't been given any playtime, or he wasn't available in the E3 or Comic Con demos. So yeah, no one's had a real chance to test him out, but again, this is only stuff that we found from the trailer. Now, another thing as well is that his up smash has a bit more horizontal range this time around. Back in the previous game, it didn't have too much horizontal range, but this time around it's been greatly improved. Another animation change is his down aerial, which has sort of like a diving pose where he puts his arms up and he like touches his hands, he puts his hands together. Not really, I don't know much difference in terms of like damage and stuff like that, but it's just another animation change here. But again, there are quite a few. I don't think I'll go over all of them because I'd probably be here all day, but again, it's had quite a few changes. And also, in addition to those animation changes, his back air also seems to have received less landing lag, so another cool thing to note. But I have to admit, based off of Wario's short trailer, we didn't get to see too much of his potential, because you can't quite use, like, you don't get to see any true combos, or at least what I think aren't true combos. A lot of his moves just don't mix up, so again, we can't really tell what his combo potential is, but he looks mostly unchanged in terms of damage and knockback and stuff. But of course, as I was saying previously, quite a few animation changes, probably the most out of the returning characters from what I've seen so far. Now moving on to the final update, which comes on the 3rd of August, and this is the assist trophy Rodin. Now, Rodin's official description on the site says that Rodin gave Bayonetta her name, and he summons a giant arm and unleashes a powerful blow, and sometimes he'll even give you a powerful weapon as he leaves. Now, I have to admit, we did see Rodin back in the trailer when Bayonetta's changes were being talked about, and honestly, I have to admit, that was probably the only part of the Smash Ultimate reveal that was really disappointing for me, because for a split second, the tiniest of seconds, I actually thought he was a playable character. I was thinking, what, a third-party character getting another rep? I was like, that is completely unheard of. But after playing Rodin, or playing as him in Bayonetta 2, alongside getting completely destroyed by him several dozen times, I should add. Well, actually, no, we don't talk about that. But based off of Rodin's moveset, he had quite a good potential for a moveset, but again, he does make an appearance at least in some form as an assist trophy, so he's received that Waluigi and Bomberman treatment. Waluigi, Bomberman, Crystal, all those characters that were widely considered to be playable or widely wanted to be playable, he's definitely received the assist trophy treatment. However, moving on from Rodin, I think the most interesting part of this post has to be his background. You see him taking that holiday selfie. You see Rodin taking a picture in Isles Delfino, and again, up until this point, Isles Delfino hadn't been shown in any form. No character trailers or no other pictures on the main website or anything, so this has been an official reveal of Isles Delfino. Again, I guess another competitive play favourite. I mean, those ceilings were incredibly low, like when the stage is changing, so it would lead to some very, very early and interesting KOs, but either way, really nice to see it back, and honestly, this just makes me want a Mario Sunshine HD. I mean, come on, HAL Laboratory, come on, Nintendo, just hop to it. We need some more Mario Sunshine. We need a HD, or a remake at the least. I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the second picture of Rodin, we also get to see that Skyloft makes an appearance. And Skyloft was previously shown, but I guess it just shows that Skyloft will behave in exactly the same way as it previously did, with the whole platform moving around and then going into different parts of the stage. Not too sure how it will look on the Omega if it's been changed to this platform, but again, if I had to guess, I'd probably say it's still the same as the previous Smash version. But anyway, those are all of the updates for this week. There wasn't, again, not too much. I feel like I breezed through this one quite quickly, and there wasn't really too much to report on, but again, there weren't a ton of character trailers like in the previous weeks. But anyway, thanks a ton for watching, guys. I will be back again next week with some more updates, so if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe just to show me that you enjoy these and you want to see a few more. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.